Some people call this one a deal breaker. Is infidelity a deal breaker? How about some tips today for surviving infidelity in marriage? Infidelity. Not a fun topic. It's something that gets in the way of our relationships frequently, and I've seen it a lot in my practice and among people that I love. It's a tough one, folks. Now, culturally and traditionally, infidelity may be thought of as a deal breaker. This is the death nail in the coffin of your marriage. I don't know if that's even a real analogy, but you know what I'm talking about. I got to attend a seminar a couple of years ago. Dr. Scott Haltzman came to present on relationships and specifically infidelity. Dr. Haltzman has this book, The Secrets of Surviving Infidelity, Dr. Scott Haltzman. Highly recommend it if this is something that you're dealing with, because Dr. Haltzman is coming from a position of being very pro-marriage. And not everybody out there will be. You'll find people who say, oh, just leave him. Oh, end the marriage. It's over. Deal done. Dr. Haltzman feels like there's some hope. And he gives some very clear steps that need to be taken if you're going to survive this infidelity. Now, before I share the steps, and there's 4 of them, I'll give you all 4 of his steps today. Before I share those steps, I want to acknowledge something. In all the years that I've been practicing psychology, I have seen a lot of infidelity. The couples who choose to apply principle and work through this together often, almost always, if those things are true, come out on the other end of it with a stronger, healthier, more satisfying relationship than they ever had before it happened. Now, I want to qualify that a little bit too, because infidelity is not a healthy thing. It is by its definition destructive in a relationship. But what I'm saying is, if you approach it by a principle-based approach and you work on this together, it does not have to end the relationship. In fact, you can use this experience to increase your love for one another and to strengthen the relationship that you have with each other. It is possible to come out on the other side of this with a better relationship than you had in the first place, but it's going to take some work. Now, one of the things that I love about Dr. Haltzman's approach is that it's very practical. I'm going to share with you 4 steps that he recommends. Once you find out that there's been an affair or that there is an affair, 4 steps. Step number 1. End the affair. Duh. Okay, now that's simple, but it's not easy, because at this point there's been a lot of things that have led up to it. There are dynamics that are supporting it. It's not very easy to do this, but it is critical that you end the affair. Stop it. You taking notes? Okay, we find that most people remember that one. That's an important step. Now, the second one, these are kind of tied together also. As I share number 2 with you, you're going to probably think, well, yeah, duh. But this is a second step for a very distinct purpose. Step number 2 is to sever the connection. Now, some people will end the affair, meaning, okay, well, we're not going to get together, and we're not going to have sex, and we're not going to sneak around. And so they end the affair, but they don't sever the connection. I'm talking about every aspect of connection to the person who was in the affair. Okay? Facebook, having the contact in your phone. Do you see where we're going with this? Everything that gives an opportunity for contact, you sever the connection. Again, this is Dr. Haltzman. He knows what he's talking about. Can we get through this? Yes, we can. Is it going to be easy? No. And there are all the same reasons for keeping contact. In fact, sometimes it's kind of behind the scenes. It's sort of a, well, we won't contact each other, but I'm here just in case things don't work out in your marriage. Right? No. We're talking, take the person out of your contacts list, block their number, unfriend them on Facebook. And you might think, well, this is rude, right? Okay, this is not the time to worry about being rude. This is the time to worry about saving your marriage. And are you willing to do what is necessary? Dr. Haltzman suggests, and I agree, that you've got to sever the connection. Trust that that person can find their own support and love and care in circles outside of you. And a lot of times in an affair, that gets distorted. It feels like, well, that's the only person who really understands me. Yeah, no, that is not the case. They are enormously resourceful people. They're going to take care of themselves. Will they think you're rude? Maybe. I'm going to apply what one of my colleagues said about this. What other people think about you is none of your business. So that's none of your business if they think you're rude. You do the right thing. Okay, so we've ended the affair. That's step one. We've severed all connection. That's step two. Now, step three, we are going to create what Dr. Haltzman calls a see-through marriage. What that means is transparency. Affairs are built on secrecy. We got to get rid of that secrecy. Do you have an account that your spouse doesn't have access to on social media? No, no more. Your spouse has full access to all of your text messages, all of your emails, all of your social media. It is a completely transparent or see-through marriage. There is nothing to hide. This might feel a little intrusive, like an invasion of privacy. Well, guess what? Marriage is an intimate experience. That means we share things that are private and sacred. I was going to say secret, but really it's more sacred than secret. We're sharing parts of ourselves that are not shared openly. Make it a see-through marriage by becoming completely transparent in all of your contacts, your social media, your emails, your interactions with other people. Get to be visible to your spouse. See-through marriage. One more step. Again, this is from Dr. Haltzman, and I thoroughly endorse what he's talking about, okay? Number 4, make time to talk. There's going to be a lot of conversation that needs to happen to repair this relationship. Not just conversation, but other action too. Make time to talk and put this into a context where you can both feel safe talking about things that are going to be pretty vulnerable. This is where it might be helpful to hire a coach. Someone like me who can talk you through it. And I'm not saying call and hire me, but get someone on your team that can help to facilitate this and make time available to talk with each other and learn some communication skills so that it's not just a fight fest every time that you get together. You're going to have some things to talk about. And that was the 4th step from Dr. Haltzman, to make time to talk. So quick review. Step 1. End the affair. Step 2, sever all connection. Step 3, create a see-through or a transparent relationship in your marriage. And step 4, make time to talk. Because there's going to be some things to talk about. So grateful for some of the brilliant people like Dr. Scott Haltzman who make my job a whole lot easier. If you've got some other ideas for me, I'd love to hear them.